They need COVID. And because they need COVID, you can see it sort of leaking back into the system right now. So here is Jen Psaki. And she's just a liar. Go.
I will tell you that the vice president has been wearing a mask inside. When there was a private greet, they were all wearing masks before they went up.
Wearing a mask yesterday at the Senate?
She was playing an important role in confirming or overseeing the confirmation of the first black woman to the Supreme Court.
Okay, so first off, Kamala Harris does not wear masks indoors when there's no cameras, obviously. Enough of the theater. If you believe that, then I've got a bridge to sell you. Like, look behind the curtain, guys. It ain't this big scary Oz guy. It's an old beat up wizard. That's all that's left, okay? An old beat up failed scientist. It's something like that. If you think Kamala Harris is doing that, let's not forget, it was only a couple weeks ago that all of those geriatric old buffoons were all in a windowless Congress, right? They were all at the Capitol during the State of the Union. And they were hugging and sniffing hair and doing everything else that they were doing. So please, Psaki, you're a liar. Obviously, Kamala Harris is not just, yes, she's always indoors with masks. Is that even the guidance anymore? I'm not even sure that's the guidance as per that schmuck Fauci. Okay, that's number one. Number two, did you catch what she said there at the end? Well, yesterday she took the mask off because she was playing an important role in something. So when something's seriously important, when you've got a black Supreme Court justice coming in, then of course COVID can't be spread, which is the same drivel that these crazy people were telling you when they had you masked up, but then there's a Black Lives Matter rally and we're burning down Portland, so take off your mask. That's literally what they were doing. Remember Lori Lightfoot, the spitting image of health? Remember when she took off her mask so that she could rally in Chicago? Because, we have to do it. We have to do it because if you're protesting racism, you can't get COVID. Anyway, they lie about everything. And they also don't want you to take masks off on planes, which is patently ridiculous. And by the way, I'm seeing more and more people just go ahead and do it, that's your right as an American to fight the power, man. Dana Perino, my friend Dana Perino over on Fox, she asked Psaki about the airplane mask mandate.
Speaking of COVID, in about 8 days, the CDC is supposed to release information or release a decision on whether Americans will continue to have to wear masks on airlines. Does the president have a view? Does he want to see Americans be able to lift those masks off their faces as they try to travel and get back to some normalcy?
Well, the president's going to wait and see what the CDC recommends. And as you said, we don't have too much more time to wait for that. So we'll learn more in the coming days.
God, I really hate her. Hate's not good. I try not to thrive on hate. A lot of people do. I don't run with hate. But when we do the run through of the show, we do a quick run through where we run through all the clips. I actually have to tell the guys, okay, I got it. I can't even watch her anymore. I find her so vile, so soulless, and your ability to lie and there's nothing real about her whatsoever. So she'll be a perfect host on MSNBC, which is where she's going, as you know, when she leaves the White House gig. Anyway, as far as the plane situation, first off, Psaki does not wear masks on planes. Let's be clear. She's usually flying on Air Force One or some other government plane or private plane. And if you think she's wearing a mask, it's the same thing as Joe. He gets off the helicopter. They've shown the videos where he puts the mask on as he gets off to walk on the grass because he doesn't even know what he's doing, right? They lie about that. We're also told constantly, you've all been on a plane. What do they always show you on a plane? They show you either an animation or a very fake looking person, and they've got spray and the air is 99.999% filtered and it's the safest. Well, okay, so is that all just a lie? Could anyone release any numbers related to people that got COVID on planes? Has that not been released? No numbers on that. Fauci, you got any numbers? No, nothing to talk about. The point is, if you want to wear a mask on a plane, fine. Wear a mask. I highly recommend it if you want to. Put a plastic bubble on your head. Do not drink water. Do not eat food. But the rest of this is pure bullshit. COVID can spread whether you're eating peanuts, although peanuts will kill you too on a plane, or whether you're having a dry wrap, because the wraps are always dry. Aren't they always dry? You get a wrap on a plane, it's always dry. A little mayo, people. It's all just endless nonsense,